Imagine a world where we can enjoy our favorite steak without a single animal being harmed. Does it sound like a far-off futuristic idea? It might be closer than you think. Our planet is facing a big challenge. As we approach the mid-century mark, we're expected to see a 70% increase in global food demand. Meeting this demand ethically and sustainably with our current production methods poses a serious conundrum. Could the answer to this dilemma lie in the science of cellular agriculture? Cellular agriculture, an innovative field of biotechnology, might hold the key. This is not just about brewing your next steak in a test tube, but a fundamental shift in how we produce food. Cellular agriculture uses cells and cutting-edge biotechnologies to create accessible, ethical, and sustainable agricultural products. Imagine taking a cow's milk without the cow. Sounds like a riddle, right? But it's a reality with cellular agriculture. In simple terms, we take a milk protein gene and insert it into a microbe like yeast. This yeast, now carrying the gene, reads this genetic blueprint and starts to produce casein, the same milk protein that cows make. This is not some bizarre alien process. In fact, it's just how nature works. All cells, whether from a cow or from yeast, read the same genetic code. The only difference is that we're giving the yeast a new set of instructions. This means we can brew milk, just like you'd brew beer, using a yeast culture that consumes simple sugars to produce milk proteins. And this milk is not some second-grade substitute. It's the exact same milk you'd get from a cow. Same taste, same texture, same nutritional value. But the real beauty of this process lies in its ethical and environmental implications. No cows are needed, meaning no methane emissions, no deforestation for pasture, no overuse of antibiotics. It's a win-win for us all. And the potential of cellular agriculture doesn't stop at milk. We can use the same principles to produce meat, seafood, and other animal-derived food products. Just imagine a world where your favorite steak is not the product of a slaughterhouse, but of a sustainable, ethical lab process. And this is not some untested, speculative science. In fact, it has roots in established biotechnology sectors. Consider insulin, a life-saving medicine for millions around the world. Today, most insulin is not harvested from animals, but made by engineered yeast or bacteria, just like our lab-grown milk. So, the next time you pour yourself a glass of milk, think about the future. A future where we can enjoy our food without compromising on ethics or sustainability. You might be surprised to learn that cellular agriculture is not a new concept. It has been used in the pharmaceutical industry for decades. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Once upon a time, insulin, a crucial hormone for regulating blood sugar, was derived from the pancreases of pigs or cattle. However, in 1978, a groundbreaking shift occurred. Scientists Arthur Riggs, Keiichi Itakura, and Herbert Boyer inserted the gene carrying the DNA for human insulin into bacteria. This engineered bacteria then started producing insulin identical to what we humans make. It was a game changer. The insulin supply became safer, more consistent, and didn't involve any animals. Today, the vast majority of insulin is produced this way using engineered yeast or bacteria. Now imagine applying this same principle to food production. Instead of raising animals for meat or dairy, we could engineer cells to produce these products. If we could achieve the same level of safety and consistency as with insulin, we would revolutionize the food industry. This is not science fiction, it's cellular agriculture. With this technology, we could produce meat, seafood, dairy, and other animal-derived foods without the need for traditional farming. The implications for sustainability and animal welfare are enormous. For instance, consider milk. The conventional method involves keeping mother cows in a lactating state in industrial settings. It's a process that raises ethical and environmental concerns. But with cellular agriculture, we could produce milk proteins using yeast or bacteria that consume simple sugars. The result? Milk identical to what we get from cows, but made in a lab. The promise of cellular agriculture extends beyond just meat and dairy. It could also be used to produce egg whites, fats, gelatin, and other ingredients. Imagine a future where our food is safer, more consistent, and doesn't contribute to the environmental and ethical issues associated with traditional farming. The future of food is not just about what we eat, but how we make it. Cellular agriculture offers a promising path towards a sustainable and ethical food system. So, the next time you bite into a juicy steak, it might just have come from a lab, not a farm. Before we continue our journey into the future of food, we have a quick request. If you're enjoying this deep dive into cellular agriculture and the potential it holds, We'd love for you to become a part of our community. By subscribing to our channel, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos exploring the fascinating world of food technology. You'll join a community of future thinkers who are passionate about understanding and shaping our world. So hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's continue this journey together. Now back to the wonders of cellular agriculture.